Yeah, it's not pushing too soon.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Alright, pop them up. Nice.
That's so much easier. I don't actually did. Erin, did I chicken wing?
Pop them up.
Oh, I did more there. That first one, I literally was there.
Yeah.
Like it felt really high.
Gotta let yourself come back to that hollow. Right, to more of a hollow. Then get
After there.
Yeah.
Oh no, kick. Oh, kick spin. Okay, let's try. There you go.
That was smooth.
Did you get that? That was the best one yet.
That was a good one. Bearing in mind, Maddie's only been able to do muscle ups for just under a year, 9 months. You got your first one in the Open, CrossFit Open, and that was like the grind of a rep.
Yeah.
Cheering
That
and shouting. Yeah. How many have you done in a year? How many muscle ups do you think you've done?
I did 30 the other
In
day.
training, yeah. It's just reps on reps. That's how we get better.
How's that?
Smooth.
That felt really good.
Yeah, smooth.
Just have to
Still-
take some time.
you're still kind of
think about it more.
it's taking a little bit longer to your right.
Still, yeah, left keeps going first.
Keep aiming to get your hips up faster.
It's so small,
Yeah.
but you can see it.
That's what she said.
Through.
Good high.
That was a good rep. Very, very good.
Just
One
try-
pound fish.
Still slightly go left, right, slight, but it still happens. So what I can do,
But everyone has asymmetry
Yeah.
in everything. So you've got asymmetry in performance in terms of what arm is stronger as well.
Yeah.
So the higher you get, the higher your hips go,
yeah,
the less that you're going to have.
Yeah.
At the moment, you have to pull yourself around
Yeah.
because the hips aren't going high enough for you to just get a clean.
okay.
So work on
Catch.
getting your hips even higher, and then
Well-
you'll eliminate that.
Also, you're coming round like this when the arms have to be like that a little bit more. So if the straighter the arms, the higher the catch. I can't show you, 'cause I'm too cold
It's okay.
and too
don't-
old.
I get it. I get what you're
Old
saying.
and too old.
I do get what you're saying. So it makes sense.
Just think about when you see me doing a muscle up, for example. I'm joking, though. And then just try and not do it like that.
First you learn the skill and then you refine it.
Right, I'm gonna try one more. Watch your be really down.
Hey! I should do this as a job.
Really good.
Yeah, that felt loads better. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You done your finished your
Anytime.
No, but
That's the only thing I've enjoyed doing this morning.
work? What, that?
Yeah, coaching muscle up.
that's because that's what you've done. I was really happy with that.
Good. You're a athlete.
A athlete. A happy athlete.
Yeah, that's what you meant.
Help.
Don't get injured. Right, what's happening, guys? So, as you may or may not know, we've got the CrossFit Open coming up. CrossFit Open is a fantastic way to test your fitness, to see how far you've come since last year's Open, if you've done it before, or if you're entirely new to CrossFit and fitness. It's just a really inclusive, fun way to spend your Friday night or Saturday morning. So, don't put that little face in there.
Sometimes magical things happen.
So for a lot of our members, this is going to be their first CrossFit Open. We just wanted to go through a few different points as to how to best prepare to make sure that you can have the best experience possible when doing your first Open. Point number one is to prepare to be uncomfortable. Okay, you're going to be pushed outside your comfort zone, but in the best way possible. It's going to be painful, but everyone's going to be there cheering you on, and you're probably going to push yourself a lot further than you would normally be able to do. And this is where the magic happens. This is where a lot of people get their first muscle ups,
Got my first muscle up!
or they clean more than they've ever cleaned before. Find new levels of strength in the Open under that environment.
You're recording me? Oh, oh shit, man! I didn't know this was my party too. So it's something that happens every year. It's actually the first year we've been able to do it in this new building, actually ever, because we've only been an affiliate since we've been here. Last year we were closed and we did it outside, and it was wicked. We had 89 members sign up. Ridiculous really, considering it was outside and freezing cold and raining and all of that, and we had loads of fun. But we're really excited about this year. This year's just going to be super.
Yeah, man.
Right, you might be thinking that if you're not a ninja or if you're not an athlete, then you won't be able to do the Open, or there's not much point in doing it. So the Open's got 3 different divisions: RX, the scaled version, and then underneath that you've got the foundation. So really we're covering every single type of ability and level so that everyone can get involved. So it actually is as inclusive as it gets in terms of an event, competition, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. The Open as well is a great way to hit certain goals or have certain goals and create more goals throughout the year for your own personal progress in terms of your fitness. I've done that a lot of times. The first time I did the Open was 4 years ago, and I stupidly went RX, and there was certain movements that I just really didn't have properly, and I found it frustrating but also inspiring, motivating, so that I could then turn up next year knowing that I have those movements because I've worked on them. And obviously what that does is not only increases my ability, but it's increased my fitness and my confidence in myself. So anyone can do that on any certain level, and we're just really, really excited to have all of our members in here doing it together.
Okay, point number 2 is to stay injury free. Okay, the best way to have a really rubbish CrossFit Open experience is to not do it at all because you're injured. So things like warming up, mobilization, cool downs is really important when you're training for the Open. To be fair, it's important all the time, but this time of year especially, if you want to get the most out of it, you need to make sure you're there injury free. So don't neglect those.
Be smart. Be smart. I'm being smart at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm wearing a hat because it's freezing. That's smart.
I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart. SMRT. I mean SMA.
Another point on that as well, like if you're going to classes, if you're going to CrossFit classes, the warm-ups are really general. We do the best we can to warm a whole class of people up, but some people need something a bit more specific or a bit more time, warming their shoulders up or their hips up if they're tight. If you are someone that knows you need a little bit more attention in your warm-up, then come in 5-10 minutes earlier if you can, rather than standing around the boards talking to everyone else. Spend a bit of time foam rolling, mobilizing, and doing what you need to do for your body.
You can still talk to other people while you're doing that though.
Yeah.
That's the important part of being a member, is talking to other people.
Sorry, that's how I feel.
It's true.
When I see people standing there looking at the board and going through the workout, what we're doing, in 5 minutes I'm going to go through all of it with you anyway. In this time, we're using it a little bit more wisely to roll around on the floor.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true, mate. It's true.
Trust me, right.
The next tip is to build your aerobic and more so maybe your anaerobic capacity for the Open. So the Open's workouts are usually no longer than 20 minutes. Last year was 22, but 15 of that was a certain workout, and then they had a big lift at the end where you would have 7 minutes to hit a lift. The stuff before that is full-on capacity work. So there might be 2 or 3 movements that you're going through in rotation, trying to get as much as you can done in say 15 minutes or so. There are certain sites like Wadwell that you can get workouts from, previous Open workouts from. We did one called 20.1, which is literally just 2 movements, ground to overhead and burpees, bar facing burpees, and that's 10 rounds at a time with a 15-minute time cap. Workouts like that are going to show up every single Open, and we've got to get used to being in that environment as much as possible in this time, in this lead up. So maybe try some of your favourite or least favourite Open workouts that you've come across. Test them, see where you get to, see where you've got to compared to like 2-3 years ago, and that should give you a little bit of confidence going into it as well. If you get a better time or a bigger lift, a better score.
The next point is that if you're looking to do the Open RX, you're going to need to work on all of your skills. So your double unders, your muscle ups, your handstand push-ups, pull-ups, different variations of pull-ups, pistols, all the high skill stuff in CrossFit.
Basically,
really important.
All the gymnastics that most people know that they avoid. Without those, you won't be able to do the workout RX. If you really care about that sort of thing, most people don't, and they shouldn't. All they should care about is being together, because that's what CrossFit does, and that's what the Open does, is bring people together. But if you want to be a ninja, you want to do RX workouts all the time, we need to be focusing on the gymnastics.
Yes, absolutely. So either turn up to your gym's gymnastic class, find a separate gymnastics class, or come in, open gym, and spend some time just working on those movements. A really good format for that is pick a movement, 10-minute EMOM, 30 seconds, work on each movement, do that before or after a class. It's a good way to build up a whole load of volume practicing that movement.
We're actually going to do the next episode is going to be based on some of those movements that we've spoken about, so that we give you a few tips and something to take on over the next month or so.
Maddie got her first muscle up last year, and it's here.
In the Open, yeah, it was, wasn't it? 21.3. Yeah. Hi, Jazz.
Sick. Hi, Jazz, you're back again.
Back again, as always, every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Point number 5, or I don't even know what point this is.
Next point.
Next point is follow and stick to a program. If your gym, your box, doesn't have a specific run-up program to the Open, then I just don't know what to say. So it's most likely that they are going to have that, because they will be as excited about the Open as we are. So every single box at the moment will be doing that. So if you stick to the classes consistently, focus on the movements that you know that you need the most work on, then you're going to get some progress. The most important thing right now is to be consistent with whatever program that you're doing. A few of our members now, probably about 10% of our membership base, are now doing the Titan program as well. Some of them do like half the Titan program and do classes too. Some of them do it all, because they're nutters. The Titan program is based on and focuses on people that want to become RX athletes and beyond that. So they're looking to compete in competitions and stuff. So we've got a good contingent of people doing that here. And we've got a couple of people that are doing that aren't members of this gym in particular. So if you are interested in doing that, then have a look on the website. We are selling the program for £40 a month, and you're going to get an insight into what the community is like here. You're going to get a lot of help from us as coaches. Maddie's doing the program at the moment, which is awesome. Yeah. It is really, really good. We've got strength cycles in there, we've got Olympic lifting and loads of gymnastics, obviously, because that's what we love doing. So, yeah.
Okay, and our final point is mindset. This one's probably going to play the biggest factor in how you experience the Open. Okay? So we heard a great piece of advice from Cole Sager, who's an 8 times CrossFit Games athlete. That piece of advice is to figure out who you are, what you want, and what you want to achieve from the Open. Okay? Once you know those 3 things, you can find a group of people who want the same kind of things, and cheer each other on, and you can just have a great time.
Important thing is probably to set your expectations at a realistic level for the Open. Maybe you've got 2 or 3 expectations for each workout. So workout comes out, you know that you're either good or not so good at the movement, or it doesn't look like a great workout for you. Then set your expectations at one that you're going to be satisfied with, the next one that you're going to be happy with, and the third one that you're going to be absolutely fucking over the moon with. All right. So therefore, you know that you're definitely going to hit number 1, so you're never going to be disappointed after the end of this workout. Focus on the enjoyment factor as well. You've got to be able to enjoy these things. None of us are Olympic athletes. This is not why we got into it in the first place. We got into it to be together with everyone, all right? If you do really well in the Open, that's great. But equally so, if your mate does really well in the Open, that should make you just as happy.
Unless he does better than you, in which case.
Yeah, unless he beats me, and then like I'm gonna take myself home, be by myself for a little while.
If you are like 99.9% of the world and you're not going to go to the CrossFit Games and you don't intend to go to the CrossFit Games, then don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. Okay, that's what I did last year, and it really ruined everything. Yeah, just enjoy it. Just have fun with it. Like if you're not an athlete, it doesn't matter. Just have fun and just know that you're pushing yourself.
We're all athletes. If you've got a body, you're an athlete. We're all athletes here.
It's true.
Come on. Only when I warm up properly, and then I just definitely don't feel like an athlete.
So I hope this has been helpful. If you've enjoyed it, hit us up, let us know. I mean, I don't know what yes, could be it.
Remember, if you get a no rep, it's only an opportunity to be better. Don't start moaning at the judges. It's your fault you no reps. Useless.
What's going on?
Sweet.
Just gonna rip it all down.
Yeah, fair enough. We've had enough. It's not like it used to, it's not the same anymore.
Just gonna start the floor again.
Yeah.